Leprosy is a chronic and contagious disease that primarily affects those of Asian, African, and Latin American descent. It is caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium leprae and can lead to progressive and permanent damage to the skin, nerves, limbs, and eyes. In terms of prevalence, it is estimated that up to 2 million people worldwide are affected by this condition, the majority of whom are from underserved populations and minorities. According to the World Health Organization, Asian countries currently account for the most cases, with the majority of those being from India. Other countries in the region, such as Indonesia, Myanmar, and Bangladesh, also have relatively high rates. In Africa, the highest concentrations of leprosy cases are in Ethiopia, Nigeria, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In Latin America, Brazil has the highest rate of leprosy, followed by Peru and Mexico. These regions are experiencing an alarming rise in rates due to poverty, lack of awareness, and inadequate access to healthcare services. Leprosy can have a lasting impact on individuals of any racial or ethnic background, but those most affected tend to be those from underserved and marginalized populations. People of color are particularly vulnerable to this disease, as they are often more likely to be exposed due to their living and working conditions. This is due to the fact that many are either uninsured or cannot afford the necessary treatments or preventive measures. In addition, people of color may not be able to recognize the symptoms of leprosy, or may be less likely to seek medical help due to fear and stigma surrounding the disease. As a result, they are more likely to suffer from long-term complications or disability resulting from leprosy. Furthermore, these communities are more prone to reinfection due to their close proximity to other individuals with leprosy. As such, it is essential for healthcare providers and governments to be aware of the risks and to ensure that necessary treatments and prevention efforts are made available to affected populations. This is especially true in areas where there is limited access to healthcare or where existing healthcare infrastructure is insufficient. In conclusion, the race most affected by leprosy are those of Asian, African, and Latin American descent due to factors such as poverty, marginalization, and inadequate access to health care. As such, it is essential that governments, healthcare providers, and organizations strive to reduce the prevalence of this disease and ensure that necessary treatments and prevention measures are made available. This is especially important for those living in areas with limited access to healthcare, as well as those from underserved and marginalized populations. Effective screening and early diagnosis of leprosy is another way of helping to reduce the number of people affected by this condition. Additionally, raising awareness among those who are most vulnerable is also key to ensuring that those affected receive proper diagnosis and care. Finally, providing better access to healthcare and treatments to those affected by leprosy can help reduce the long-term impact of the disease on individuals and communities. In doing so, it is possible to reduce the burden of this disease and improve the physical and mental health of those affected. It is the responsibility of governments, public health organizations, and healthcare providers to ensure that affected populations have access to the resources they need to fight this condition. This includes making treatments and preventative measures available to those living in areas with limited access to healthcare, as well as raising awareness in underserved and marginalized communities.